This is Sonia Fox, Web Technology Specialist at NDSU. I want to show you how you can make a customized Google map to place on your website or to share through email or through a link and so forth. So anytime we have a lot of data, such as all of our county extension offices, with over 50 of them, we do have a list on the AgCMS where you can page down and scroll through and so forth. But I thought it would be helpful to make a map out of this. Maps are very visual, and they also translate really well into the Google Maps app on smartphones, because what you can do is tell it to navigate to a certain location. It's going to let you do that right from a map. So let's take a look at our county offices here. If you or if I zoom in a little bit, you'll see all of our county offices. Now what happens when I click on one of those, it gives you information on the address and contact information and even the website. So you can put as much information on there as you want. So this just makes it a little bit easier for the people to digest the information. And again, having that navigation function is really helpful as well. So recently we just did the same thing for the research extension centers, and yes, we have a bunch of links to each of them here, but I offered to help out and do a customized map for the REC centers. So what we did, it looks a lot like the county extension offices. It's got the contact information, website, and so forth. So basically what I'm going to do here is recreate that. And how, there are two dependencies we need in doing Google Maps. First of all, you do need a Gmail email address. So that is something that ends in at gmail.com. If you don't have one of those addresses, it's easy to sign up for. Just go to gmail.com. It'll walk you through it. Second of all, it's really helpful to have a spreadsheet to import the information, so it knows where to place these dots and what to say about something such as the Williston Research Extension Center. So I'll show you what my spreadsheet looked like. I had a heading for the actual REC name, director, address, city, state, zip, phone, and even website. So I would say the top three important things would be, of course, what is the name of that red dot on the map going to be? In this case, REC name. Second of all, we need to tell Google where to find this, or where to plot the information on the map. And what's easiest, I believe, is to use the address field and the zip code field. It can get very precise down to, I mean the exact location, because again, people are using their smartphones to use maps, to use it for navigation. If they need to know how to get to the agronomy seed farm, they're going to need precise directions to get there. So what you need to do is go out to google.com/maps. It's going to prompt you to sign in. I'm going to sign in with my personal Gmail account. Over on the left here, it's going to give me the option to do my custom maps and then create. And here over on the left, it's going to give me the option to import my spreadsheet. So let me go find that spreadsheet. And I'm going to select it. It's going to upload it. Now basically what it wants to do, it's trying to map the fields that were headings in my spreadsheet onto the information on the Google map. So the first thing is, it's how do Google Maps want to determine where that red dot should be? So again, I suggested using the address and the zip code because that's pretty precise information. We'll click continue. Now it says when you hover over one of those red dots, what information do you want it to pull in? Well, in this case, I'm going to choose the REC name. I'll click finish, and now basically it's importing that information into a map. And so basically here we've recreated what's already on the Research Extension Center site. You can click on any of them. It's going to give all the information that we imported from our spreadsheet. So now that we've created our custom map, what do we want to do with this? Well, there's several ways of sharing, and I did that by clicking the green button in the upper right. First of all, let's give it a very relevant name, because since Google Maps is a Google product, chances are it's going to show up pretty nicely in search engine results. So let's just say NDSU REC Maps. I should probably spell that out if this was, we've already done this, so I don't need to do it here, but you probably want to spell it out so if people are looking for a research extension center, they can get to it. And again, the description here of what exactly the RECs are. So you can make sure we save that, and I'll give it a relevant name. Now there's several ways we can share this. We can either share it just by sending a personal link. We can also share it by social media channels as labeled here. Or if we just want to pick and choose some email addresses, you can choose to share that way. Now notice that right here it's private. If we wanted to make it public, I'm going to choose public on the web, because if we wanted to embed this map into a certain website, say an Ag CMS, like we did with the county extension offices, we actually embedded this map here, and the same with the REC's one. What you can do is go out, and we've already made that public, so how we could share that, excuse me, let me go over here actually to the left where the folder is, and we can do embed on my site. And what it does, it's going to give you some code. It's kind of scary looking, but don't be alarmed. We're going to copy that code, and we're going to go into our Ag CMS site. I've got a test site out here. We can click in the visual editor here, the yellow box, but see this little button here called HTML? It's the second to last icon. That's where we're going to dump our code in. So let me go ahead and paste that there, and I'm going to update it. And here you'll see that that information was embedded in my Ag CMS site. So if you have any questions about doing a custom Google map, please feel free to give myself or Bob Birch a call.